called me asking. I was like, "Oh, I'll tell you like what she wants to know."
Aren't these guys supposed to be walking on girls? Line up straight, guys. Just move forward a step.
Okay.
Would take me to visit update.
Here we are. Welcome everyone. Folks, please be seated. This is not a scary, emotional situation. This is a joy. Smile. Let me see that smile. Before we get started, folks, I had a chance to talk to Lyndsie and Ryan. We've talked in the past. Let's keep it light. Let's enjoy ourselves today. Let's have fun with it, right?
Yes.
So in that very nature of being fun, I want to note to some of those who have seen me before and some who have not, you may know something a little new about me. So I'm going to let you all know that this is a solemn occasion, that I like to praise that to Jeff Bezos, who made this all possible with 2-day delivery with Amazon Prime. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you. But in all seriousness, that was just meant for fun. Okay. But yes, today I am the officiant, and I will be helping the two of you through this today. Also, just one last final plug. My daughter and I worked hard together to come up with some styles and designs, and so I have a series of optional prints in case anyone wants to. Sayings that you can put on the back of your shirts. You can go with an oval, square. I'll keep these back here in case anybody wants to see me after the ceremony. All right, but I do need my cheat sheet. Okay. So everyone, thank you for coming again. This is wonderful. After seeing what was happening this afternoon, I was beginning to wonder, and look at this. It's shining down beautifully now. It's fantastic. There's a lot of things we could talk about, and I know people like to kind of get this moving along, but I do want to share some things that I think are very important. And I'm going to start with the fact that it is July 4th, 2020. 40 years ago today, I think there were several who remembered where we were, and it was right here in this same property. And I think it's pretty special for me personally. I think it's special for Lyndsie, and I think it's special for a lot of the folks here to relive this moment today. So that's pretty exciting, and I'm excited to do this with you today and for all of you here. Speaking of which, 40 years ago, that was Grandpa Bruce, Father Bruce, husband. Still miss you, Dad, but it's exciting to be here with you. And I know it means a lot to him. I know it means a lot to all of you to be able to be a part of this, especially on this day. So, very special. I know he would have loved to have seen this. I also want to point out that the folks that are here, some of you I've never met before. I think there's a common bond that I think if you would help by kind of acknowledging yourselves, there's a group here that I think knows this band called Humphreys McGee. Can I get a little shout out for that? Okay. I'm a big fan of progressive alternative rock. I don't know Humphreys McGee. Humphreys McGee. But I understand that's got a long livelihood with you guys, and that's pretty cool. As I grew up, I listened to a lot of alternative rock, and that's one that I'm going to start listening to hopefully pretty soon. I learned about them just very recently. But more so than the band is the fact that it's given Lyndsie and Ryan an opportunity to gain some lifelong friends there. So very special that all of you made it today. Thank you. And we talk about, what those friendships have meant. Concerts, going to those concerts together, getting a chance to bond with one another. So let's talk a little bit about Ryan and Lyndsie here. So Lyndsie and I had a chance to talk the other night, and as I understand it, she's a fast-moving girl. As I understand it, Ryan's kind of a slow-moving guy. But when we think about the way this world is, isn't there a thing called balance out there? Slow-moving, easygoing, fast-moving. There's balance in this world, and I think these two are well balanced. Some things that I think are important to note is that there's, amongst the fast-moving and the slow-moving, there's acceptance of one another. Certainly Lyndsie, Ryan, I know both of you have an acceptance of one another. You've learned to really enjoy each other's company, and I know will continue to do so the rest of your lives. Also, about things going to plan. We talked a little bit about that, and we know things don't always go to plan. I think just 2 hours ago we were trying to keep the plates from flying off the tables. And here we have 2020, the year of COVID-19. What a challenge that's been for everybody. But look at you all here. You made it. Again, that's a big deal. I'm sure it is to Lyndsie and to Ryan and to everyone here that you bothered to take the time to do it safely, and we worked through those challenges, those differences, and the things we're faced with. We couldn't do anything about COVID-19. We couldn't stop it, but it's how we dealt with it. How did we handle it? How did we manage it with our daily lives? It's becoming the way we have to learn to live, right? So we dealt with it, and here you are, and you made it. So I'm proud of you for that. And definitely want to make sure that we mention Irie and Annadelle. Irie, I've obviously had a chance to know a little more in my life, Annadelle just a little bit in the last couple of years, but I know this is a big day for the two of you. For me personally, again, it takes us back 40 years. There was a joining of families that took place officially back in that time, 40 years ago. Here it is, now 40 years later, it's official. Irie, Annadelle, it's very special that you're a part of this, and you know more of the history behind this. You go back 40 years, this is kind of a special moment to be a part of, so it's great to have you both here. And with that, let me just throw out at this point, I want to ask if Ryan, Lyndsie, either of you have any vows that you would like to share at this time before we proceed.
Yeah. Are you want me to okay. My cheat sheet. We are so lucky to have each other. After 10 years of friendship and 7 years in a romantic relationship,
You've become my best friend, my concert buddy, and the love of my life. It's such a joy to be in a relationship with you. You're the most honest person, and you always have mine and the girls' best interest at heart. You see the good in me on bad days and remind me that my faults are what make me special. I'll do my best to never take your love for granted. I'll support your interests and hobbies, your many, many, many ever-changing list of hobbies. I'll encourage what brings you joy. I'll do my best to give you the best of myself, no matter what life throws our way, like unplanned wedding day rainstorms, or how much time has passed. I'm sure our love will never fade. It will overcome and evolve and grow. We'll find strength in each other. I look forward to sharing all the beautiful parts of life with you, and I promise to put my best effort forward on the not so beautiful days. I love you so much, and I'm so happy and honored to get to call you my husband.
Thank you very much. And my cheat sheet.
You can give one to Lachelle if you need to.
Lyndsie, before we started this journey together, I considered you one of my closest friends. Someone I could count on, someone that was genuine, someone I could trust. That trust has continued into our relationship and now into our marriage. I trust that you will always be there for me, like I will always be there for you. I trust that you will always tell me the truth, even if I don't want to hear it. I trust that you will care for me, like I will always care for you. Thank you for making me feel genuinely loved on a daily basis. Whether it's how you make our special occasions, like birthdays or now our wedding, feel extra special, or worry about me when I need worried about. Or not letting me leave the house without a kiss if I'm in a hurry. Or simply just telling me that you love me every day. I promise that I will make you feel just as loved and will nurture our relationship as it continues to grow. You inspire me to be a better person, and I will try to do the same for you. All this really adds up to, I love you, and that 2020 will always be the year that R plus L equals forever.
That's what love is all about. I mean, did you hear that? Well thought, just beautiful. Okay, are we ready?
Ready?
All right, if we have the rings. And I think Ryan will go first.
You can give the boxes back.
All right, Ryan, if you could repeat after me. I, Ryan, take you, Lyndsie, to be my wife, to have and to hold, from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, till death do us part. Okay, Lyndsie, here.
So humid.
Mm-hmm.
And now, Lyndsie, your turn. I, Lyndsie, take you, Ryan, to be my husband, to have and to hold, from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, till death do us part. Folks,
Oh, here. Sorry.
after we put that ring, if you could please put the ring on his
Sorry.
third finger.
There we go.
I got a little jumpy there
Yeah.
myself. Folks, by the power invested in me in the Universal Online Church, thank you very much. I would like to pronounce you husband and wife. May kiss the bride. Thank you.
marry you.
All right. We are all set. Go ahead, folks.
Keep walking, everyone's coming in.
They're gonna have to wait for us.